In Philadelphia, where every NFL season feels like a countdown to something glorious or something devastating, there is a quiet tension building inside the Eagles organization, a feeling that the decisions made over the next few weeks could determine whether the Super Bowl window remains wide open or begins to slide shut right before our eyes. The fans feel it in their gut. It is not open panic. Not yet. It is more subtle than that. It is the awareness that the roster is too talented to waste a single year, yet too expensive to keep intact forever. It is the understanding that every administrative decision now carries championship weight. Recent history in Philadelphia teaches a cruel lesson. When a team is close to the top, even the smallest imbalance can mean the difference between lifting the Lombardi trophy or watching someone else do it. And that imbalance is beginning to form at a position that, for years, represented offensive stability. The tight end position has never been just another role in this offense. It has been identity. It has been security over the middle. It has been the trusted option on long third downs. And now, that position faces uncertainty that few are willing to openly discuss. It is in this context that the name David Njoku emerges. A veteran, athletic, experienced. He closes his chapter in Cleveland after a 4-year contract worth $54,750,000. He is not simply another player available on the market. He is a major investment. He is a statement of aggression or desperation, depending on how you see it. To understand the real impact of this possibility, we have to look inward. Dallas Goedert is approaching free agency. Grant Calcaterra as well. Kylan Granson too. If all three walk away, the position is nearly emptied. An offense that once relied on strength in the middle of the field could suddenly depend on inexperience or low-cost gambles. And in today's NFL, that is dangerous, because the system does not live only on wide receivers attacking the sidelines. It depends on someone who can punish intermediate zones, absorb contact, convert third downs when the defense knows exactly what is coming. Remove that piece, and the field shrinks. Defenses press harder. The quarterback absorbs the consequences. Let us talk numbers, not casually, but dollar by dollar. A deal in the range of $54,750,000 over 4 seasons represents an annual average of more than $13.5 million. Depending on structure, that could mean $25 to $30 million guaranteed. Signing bonuses, escalating base salaries, immediate cap impact. Every dollar invested in Njoku means less flexibility elsewhere, less room to reinforce the defensive line, less space for future extensions. It could require restructuring existing contracts, converting salary into bonuses, pushing cap impact into 2027 or 2028. That creates relief today, but it builds pressure tomorrow. Howie Roseman understands that math better than anyone. He has manipulated the cap before to sustain competitive windows. But even the most skilled financial architect knows there is an invisible limit. Pushing money forward is like taking on emotional debt against the future. Now consider the alternative. Do not invest heavily. Trust the draft. Select a young tight end in the second round. Affordable contract. 4 years of control. Preserved flexibility. It sounds responsible. It sounds balanced. But development takes time. In week 3, maybe he is still adjusting his route timing against zone coverage. In week 6, perhaps he is still digesting the full playbook. Meanwhile, third downs continue to arrive. Pressure continues to collapse pockets. The season clock does not slow down to accommodate growth. This is where fear becomes real. Jalen Hurts built his efficiency on trust and quick reads. The tight end is often the safety valve when protection breaks down. Remove that security, and the rhythm shifts. He holds the ball half a second longer. The sack arrives. The drive dies. Multiply that across 17 games. Brandon Graham, a veteran leader, understands that not every season is guaranteed to be a true title run. Windows do not stay open out of courtesy. They close without warning. And when they close, it does not matter how talented the roster still looks on paper. The worst-case scenario is not dramatic collapse. It is something quieter. It is winning 10 games instead of 13, losing the first round bye, traveling on the road in the playoffs, facing a rested rival while carrying accumulated injuries. It is falling in the divisional round and hearing once again that the team was good, but something was missing, that something could be consistent production over the middle. Now imagine the scenario where Njoku arrives, physically imposing, capable of breaking tackles after the catch, experienced enough to recognize disguised blitz packages. He does not merely replace a piece, he raises the immediate ceiling of the offense. Defenses must respect the middle. Linebackers hesitate for half a step. Safeties cannot cheat exclusively toward the outside threats. Play action regains its bite, but nothing comes without cost. Large guarantees mean long-term commitment. If injuries strike, if production dips, if age accelerates decline, the contract becomes an anchor, and then the dividing question inside any front office emerges: is the present worth the future risk? Philadelphia is not built on patience. The fan base has tasted a championship. Once you taste it, accepting quiet recalibration becomes nearly impossible. The current roster still holds elite talent, a quarterback in his physical prime, defensive playmakers capable of swinging games. But time is not a permanent ally. Every season that passes without maximizing this combination is opportunity evaporating. There is also the psychological effect inside the locker room. Signing Njoku would send a clear message: we are all in. We are attacking this season without fear of financial consequence. Standing still could be interpreted as strategic caution or hesitation, and in the NFL, hesitation is rarely rewarded. At the same time, reckless aggression can compromise 3 years of planning. It can force painful roster cuts down the road. It can create a domino effect that impacts positions seemingly unrelated to tight end. This is the delicate balance: pay now and assume future risk, or protect financial flexibility and risk watching the window narrow while waiting for development. The inconvenient truth is that there is no consequence-free choice. If the Eagles believe they are one experienced piece away from another Super Bowl run, then a bold investment makes strategic sense. If they believe deeper structural adjustments are still necessary, then committing $50 million could be cosmetic rather than transformative. But here is the uncomfortable reality. How many true championship windows does a franchise realistically get in a decade? 2? 3? And when you identify one, what is more dangerous, acting aggressively or waiting too long? The decision surrounding David Njoku is not merely about route trees or seam patterns. It is about organizational identity. It is about recognizing exactly where this competitive cycle stands. If the window is still wide open, perhaps this is the moment to push it even further. If it is already beginning to descend, this may be the final chance to hold it up. So I leave you with this. Would you rather see the franchise protect long-term cap health while the present slips quietly away, or gamble boldly, knowing the bill may arrive later? That is the decision hovering over Philadelphia right now.